5,
Um,
4. Oh, you've messed me up. How dare you? 5, 4,
One and go.
1. Hi, everyone. Welcome to.
Hello there.
You may notice some of us have new titles today while I'm going to look for my phone. This is because I hate this creature. I don't care what either of these
And
two
I
say.
love this creature.
This creature is awful. Jellyfish are awful, except if you're a lion's mane or comb jellyfish, because they do something interesting. Anyways, Doc, show the creature while I get my phone for better internet.
Okay. Are we not introducing ourselves, or?
I think we are just gonna.
Okay, I'll share the creature du jour.
Are we introducing ourselves?
Possibly. Hi,
Dumb.
I'm Dr. Dino, not an actual doctor, but I am a fossil preparator. I'm actually out in the field right now, which is part of why my camera's off. It is 100 degrees out here, and it's making my hair frizz, so I look like a frickin' puffball.
Yes.
To my right is
Hi, I'm Dino Dom, or Dominic, one of the many, one of the vertebrate fossil preparator army of interns. As there is 4 of us, we are amassing at the borders of mammalogy. We will attack soon. But yes, I am one of the interns at Harvard's Museum of Comparative Zoology, the vertebrate paleontology fossil prep division. I love speaking. And to my right is an evil man who likes this creature.
Yes. My name is Gojira, aka Eric, and I am an incoming master student preparing to go to the University of Bristol. And I adore this creature and the pain that it causes my good friend.
It's awful.
and together we
So,
are
The Bonehead.
The
the
Boneheads.
Boneheads. That was the worst one yet, actually. So, I'm going to start this off and start describing why this creature is awful before we get into science, because I will mention this. We have talked about this because we had to prepare. This video, we had to prepare quite a bit for, because Doc had to download Ark on the Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere. So, we had about an hour and a half to discuss this. About an hour, actually. And there are many things about this creature that are wrong. What is its name? Now, you normally think, what does its name mean? Well, its name is Cnidaria omnimorph. The issue is that Cnidaria isn't a genus. Cnidaria is the clade of creatures that is jellyfish, sea sponges, coral, and anemones. It doesn't have a meaning, and if it does, it has no relation to this creature. Omnimorph means it can morph because it's a plastic bag. I hate it.
Well, it means specifically what, many forms
To
or
transform,
different forms.
something like that. Yeah, they're gonna be laughing the entire recording. By the way,
And as Dom has alluded
Yeah.
to, it is just a name. It's what ranking? What Linnaean rank is Cnidaria?
I believe it's
It's a phylum.
It's a phylum.
Yeah, Cnidaria is a phylum.
You.
So wait,
yeah.
that's not. So it's not even like calling it a mammal. That's like calling it a vertebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an amnio. It's calling something an amnio.
Yeah, Cnidaria for phylogeny. It's under the kingdom Animalia, so it's pretty low on the tree, and it includes over 11,000 species of aquatic animals, including jellyfish, hydroids, sea anemones, corals, and some of the smallest marine parasites. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
That's so cool. What the did the genus name that?
Well, so people might have noticed that we have semi-abandoned our normal format of talking about the real animal first, because this isn't a real animal, it's a question mark. But it does seem to be based at least partially on a real animal.
It might be. Now, mind you, I haven't looked at this in a while. Its design is not this. The way it acts might be box jellyfish. It looks like a lion's mane jellyfish that you took all the. It looks like a jellyfish. Now, you may think, huh, that means nothing.
Hmm.
It does, because jellyfish are actually quite diverse, and there are cool jellyfish. This is not a cool jellyfish. You know what those cool jellyfish are? Lion's manes. They're massive and pretty. This is not massive or pretty. This hunts you. Mind you, like up, like
As you can see, it is hunting me.
like a box jellyfish, because box jellyfish are the only jellyfish that actually hunt. Box jellyfish are boring, but they have some at least unique adaptations and are also massively deadly, like this thing. It's not an upside down jellyfish because those are cool. It's not the immortal jellyfish because it's not cool. It's not a moon jelly or a comb jelly because it's not cool. It's just this is literally if you put jellyfish into a chat GPT or an AI generator, you get
Oof.
this. That's it. You just get this. This is just
Oof.
jellyfish in its worst meaning.
So anyway, Dom loves this thing.
Yeah, he adores it.
I hate it.
It causes him nothing but love.
It is pure heaven just looking at this thing.
Also, I'm trying to find a gamma that actually lets us see this and doesn't burn out my freaking eyes. Because the way these things are designed, they're like built oddly enough for them to be seen underwater, where they look fine.
Yeah.
When you bring them out of water, as I've had to do to, get a good look at them where they can't kill me, they don't really look fine.
No. They look
It-
awful. They look green. Why is it green?
they're missing like half the pixels they should have.
No.
Green's a cool color.
Green is a great color. Not this.
Uh huh.
You know what's a good
Eh,
green?
it looks good.
You know what green looks good on? Anything jellyfish. Unless it's also other things about jellyfish. Jellyfish are one of the few animals that are phosphorescent. What the term?
Hmm.
Phosphorescent.
Phosphorescent. Yeah.
Or what is the when you make color?
I don't
Um,
know. We
when you
talked
make
about this
light.
in anglerfish. How do we not know this?
Bioluminescent?
Thank you. They can be bioluminescent, except when they do it, it's actually interesting and cool. Comb jellies do it in a very cool way. Then that's a cool green. This is dumb. I hate it. Sorry, by the way, if this is literally 5 minutes of science. Mind you, there isn't much to talk about this thing either, which is the other issue. It's gonna be me ranting and Gojira adding, but I like jellyfish. That's the entire video. If you want to,
Because I know, yeah, that's all it takes to kind of poke the bear.
yeah. By the
Jellyfish
way,
good.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have Dr. Mork. I'm gonna point above my head will be the timestamp of when we spin the wheel and rank this thing.
Oh, thanks.
No problem, buddy.
Gosh, your timestamp here.
Yeah, there.
Also,
That's
I'm
when
just
my
trying to
rant
kill
ends.
this thing to show off its one neat
What
attribute.
blood? Why does it have green blood?
Because of course it does. Anyway, should we actually talk a bit of science? Like, is there anything neat about jellyfish we can talk about?
There's a
I think
lot.
there's something.
Well, there's quite a bit. Depends on the jellyfish. Box jellyfish are the only jellyfish with that. Well, okay. Jellyfish are a different form of life. Like the rest of the thing in Cnidaria. They are weird, and jellyfish are probably the most advanced versions of them. They spring from something called polyps. If you know what polyps are, have you seen? Basically, they're sea anemone, little sea anemone,
I
little
mean,
things.
it's basically like if a sperm and an egg had a baby, right?
Yeah, basically. Some jellyfish. I forgot the Medusala, I believe. Oh, yeah. By the way, we talked about this last when we were recording for Diplocalus. But a better name for this thing would be the actual like, because if you didn't know, jellyfish have a clade. It's an infinitely cooler name. It's like Medusa forms, which is a amazingly cool name. It's not called that because it's boring and awful, but But
Jeez,
yes.
I'm just gonna have to timestamp every time you drop an F bomb. I have to
Oh,
censor it.
oh, yes, you do.
Oh, here's an idea. Like every time he drops an F bomb, do the dolphin sound from SpongeBob just to keep the theme of it.
I would just do a. I would just have how many times Dom swears like a counter in a corner. More work for you if you want, but
Oh, I mean that's easy, but
yeah.
sure.
See, it doesn't even hunt like a normal jellyfish. It does a.
Oh,
It,
Ooh.
oh, it also for some reason does electricity, which it can't do. Um,
Which is
so
cool.
no, it's not. There's no
Yes,
science.
it is.
There's no science
Electric,
behind it.
but it's cool. It's electrical jellyfish.
No, an electric eel
I
is
mean,
cool because it can do that.
I mean, if I may,
I
I
mean,
think I think the electricity is just a.
Yes.
I think it's a visual shorthand for actual paralysis,
Yes.
which a lot of hunting jellyfish do. I
Jellyfish.
think they just reused an
Yes.
existing effect to
I mean,
save on
No,
game
no. This effect
memory.
was
like,
first. This effect was first.
I mean,
They
like,
didn't. They made
if
the
you've,
effect
if
for the
you,
jellyfish.
yeah, if you've seen SpongeBob, the most scientifically accurate TV show of all time,
Shh.
you will know that jellyfish do zap their prey or predators with electricity.
No.
Now, obviously, a lot of times it doesn't kill them; it just burns them into a cartoonish crisp. But it gets the job done.
So after what Gojira is saying, jellyfish do paralyze the prey. Jellyfish venom, like most venom in the most venom of marine creatures, is very fast acting. Um, because especially jellyfish, because their goal is to have basically a little baby fish touch it and immediately freeze. Their things burn, and the lightning doesn't bother me that much. For one, because if you've ever seen jellyfish burns, Doc, I don't know if we should show this on screen, but we can.
Uh,
Jellyfish
mm, with a
sting
warning, I
burns.
can. Well,
Yes.
actually, I don't know if I can show it. Actually,
Yeah. Look it up if we don't show it. They look
I can
like you're.
probably show it on a fish. Actually, now that I think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
can put it
Mhm.
on a fish. They on people, especially on like the backs, it looks like you got struck by lightning. There's just these lines and zigzags of just death burn marks across your body. No, jellyfish are inherently cool. This is boring because it's just the word jellyfish given life. This creature so
I
much.
mean, so maybe to not remove your anger, but
Mhm.
But
like we can
to
talk about like
dilute it,
what kind of well we can talk about what kind of poisons or venoms jellyfish use.
Right.
Like it's most commonly a neurotoxin, right?
Yeah, it's neurotoxin. It's like
yeah,
it's I think the strongest neurotoxin in the animal kingdom is the box jellyfish.
Yeah, and so neurotoxins work. Um, if I remember my biology correctly, if I don't, forgive me. Uh, Neurotoxins basically work by overloading your nervous system. It attacks the nerves and basically gives you lockjaw over your body.
Yeah,
Like all the nerves are firing at once and you can't move.
it's awful.
Sometimes it's survivable, sometimes it isn't. It depends on the potency of the venom and how much exposure you
You
have.
also tend to not it depends on the venom also, but most of the times you tend to actually not die from the venom itself. Now box jellyfish, again talking about box jellyfish because that's what this thing's probably at least the idea is based on. Um, Box
Mhm.
jellyfish do you tend to not die from it? You can because sometimes if you get enough, your heart goes into lockjaw, which is bad.
Yeah, you get a heart attack or it stalls your breathing, right?
Yes.
mhm.
But you most actually die from it because it paralyzes you within 10 minutes and then you drown, which is actually
Mm.
horrifying. That's how you most people die from this. It's most time people get stung and then like within a few minutes just freeze and drown,
Yeah.
which is horrifying.
And the smaller you are, the faster it happens, which is why a lot of predatory jellyfish go after like small fish or shrimp or krill, stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
And once it's dead in their clutches, I guess you could say,
like
they just
tentacles.
start digesting.
Yeah, I think they throw their stomach out, right?
I think so. and they don't have a mouth or an anus. They have one hole for everything.
Yeah.
Oof.
They do have
I
eyes.
mean,
Some do, yeah.
imagine just having one hole for everything.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but
So,
I don't know. I understand you absolutely hate this design, and I can see why.
So boring.
I don't
I cannot.
I don't hate the design. I think the design is boring. I just hate them in the game. So should we
Oh,
just transition into them in the game?
yes. So,
Yes.
you know, if you want to read the funny thing, um,
Do they even have a dossier entry?
they do.
Yeah, they do.
They have a really long
I mean,
one for some
should
reason.
should we bother? Like they're floating trash bags that sting you.
We might as
I mean,
well
it's
give.
tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition. It gives Gojira something more to talk about besides I like jellyfish. I'm sorry, that was mean.
Eh, not inaccurate.
I mean, hey, at least it gives you the chance to make fun of someone for once.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
I've made fun of you for long enough. Like, about time I receive
Well,
for a
it
change.
mind you, this is also gonna be
oh man,
Redux for when I
sorry, I just realized their tendrils don't even like blend into
no
their top. They just
no
cut.
no.
Oof.
It's like
They just
someone
like,
took a pillow, made it see through, and stuck strings in it.
And made the pillow veiny.
Yeah, why is it veiny? Why does it have an orb in the middle?
it's normal, veiny,
Well,
or
I
for
think
the
that orb is
ladies,
its stomach.
hairy.
Yeah, that's not what it looks like. Look at a lion's mane. Again, it was. And I know this was made in like
Anyway,
2016.
Anyway,
dossier.
Go ahead.
Cnidaria omnimilf is another example of a
Omnimilf?
creature. Omnimilf. It's French.
Omnimilf.
Omnimorph. Yes. You're such a so mature. Mel.
Oh dear. Oh,
We
that
are
killed me.
truly the boneheads. Once again, we have to assure you that we are the paleontologists of the next generation. So we're the study's in good hands. Pray for us.
I just got
Nidalia
hurt out of nowhere for some reason.
Nidalia omnimorph is another example of a creature which should not exist.
Agreed.
It has it has chelates that seem derived from many types of jellyfish. It possesses the size and shape of large egg yolk jellies, the powerful sting of certain box jellies, and the bioluminescence of deep sea jellies.
What biolumin?
This all,
I'll rant after the dossier is done.
Yeah, they do
this all,
bioluminesce.
this all combines to make a dangerous creature that lights up the deepest reaches of the ocean, like rock bottom. Nidalia is not generally aggressive, unless SpongeBob tries to jellyfish it, because
Press X to doubt.
it lacks normal perspective senses. It generally just floats along the current until something gets close enough to sense,
Hmm.
at which point it attacks. While its attacks are not directly powerful, as SpongeBob can attest, its sting injects an incredibly strong and fast acting sedative. Domesticated. As Cnidaria is barely more intelligent than a plant, there's no effective method to tame one. Most tribes kill Cnidaria on sight and then collect its reserve of powerful sedative to use in technically advanced long distance tranquilizers.
Yes.
So
Okay.
so so wait, is it's a sedative? So is it a neurotoxin, a narcotoxin, or both?
I'm assuming it's meant to be a
Probably both.
neurotoxin, but mind you, Ark also puts like all venom as the same because, like, let's say for example, I'm gonna bring up the other venom because the spider's toxins are tend to be necrotoxin, but the spider's there is a hemotoxin in the game because I believe Megalania would have a hemotoxin, which again, I believe that's a hindrance of the game of being every single poison just knocks you out. So that might just be
Yeah.
an arc thing.
Well, because they don't want overlap with bleed, I guess.
Yeah, which makes sense. Or because
Well, just a personal thing. I wish that with the, I guess we'll just call them narcotoxins. I wish they just depleted your stamina first and then built up your torpidity.
no fuck
Like
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a much better way to do it instead of instant out.
Like,
no
like
you. Again, as Doc has mentioned, I hate this thing. Not just because it's boring and awful, and as in the dossier, it's a combination of all jellyfish. No, it's not. Yeah, it's like if you took the most boring things from every jellyfish and mashed them together. You could make such a cool jellyfish. Make it like an upside down jellyfish that combined with a box that when it sees you, it like launches at you and it glows. That'd be so cool for like a jellyfish. But no, oh, but no, it just floats there, and then when you get in its range of detection, it just chases you, and then knocks you out, and then you die. That's its only purpose in the game is to make the oceans. There's a reason why the Ark oceans people don't go in. This is the one of the main reasons. It's why people.
It's a living level hazard.
Yeah,
Is the only real way to defend against it like riding a Basilosaurus? Is
yeah,
that the only creature that's immune?
yeah. I think Toothos can deal with it too, but that's a higher level tame.
Oh, sorry, I just read Dunkleosteus.
Yes,
I
Dunkleosteus is the main one.
Yeah, I
yes.
think it's immune to the stun, but it does get slowed, I think.
Yes, but it can one shot it, or it can very much. The issue with those is that sometimes they like to do the funny thing of the jellyfish won't go for your tame and will just go for you. So you get really funny instances of just, oh, I'm riding my tame. I've been knocked out. There's nothing I can do. I drown and die. They are. It's
They're the Microraptors of the seas.
Yeah.
exactly. But like, well, let's say for example, because we're eventually going to have to talk about the leech, and the leech is going to be the same kind of idea, except the leech feels like a real thing. At least it doesn't feel like such an This thing feel again. This thing was added when ocean, I believe, ocean caves were added or something like that. Um,
Mm.
it feels like such a stopper creature. It doesn't every other cave creature or even non-cave creature, but like a thing that's be annoying and stop you. Like for example, like Titanoboa, Arano, Onyx, hell even Tuso, Leech. Those still feel like a useful thing in the game. Well, Leech isn't useful, but it feels like a thing. This feels so much like a hey guys, we need to we need to add a creature. What should we add? I know, jellyfish. Is it going to do anything cool or interesting or no, no, it's not. It's just going to be there to annoy you.
And I mean that's all it does. Like
Nothing.
there's a reason, folks, that this is probably going to be our shortest episode ever.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
even with leeches, like leeches have an interesting taxonomy,
Yeah.
and like I don't think its scientific name is just leech.
No, it's not.
SP.
I can check that, but also we can talk about like the leech sickness that you get. That's a really cool thing to
Yeah,
talk about. This just knocks you out.
and then kills you and your favorite dinosaur.
Yeah, no. Like for example, I we might I need to talk to Doc about this. And I don't know if he kept this in the video, but well, a few things. If he kept this in the Kentra video, I want to make a food web of the Ark world, and
Yes.
Yeah, I kept it in.
okay. Um, and the issue with Cnidaria is that it doesn't have a natural predator, at least currently. Now, Ark is adding Archelon in Ascended,
Mhm.
but we're not
Yes.
doing Ascended yet. In base, and I'm
Yeah.
counting Evolved as a complete ecosystem. In the ecosystem, now mind you, ecosystems aren't meant to be perfect. Evolution isn't perfect. But in
Nope.
games, or I prefer they think of at least something that would
Yeah, like
specializes it.
very functional.
Yeah, I prefer them be functional and not feel. Well, again, this is the gotcha issue. It feels like a game mechanic. This feels like a game.
It is a level hazard.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
a level hazard.
it's a cool level
But
hazard though.
No, no,
and
it's not.
you know what? I forget what mod adds it, but there is a mod that adds I think it's Ichthyovenator, or no, it's Valabona venatrix.
Yes, Malbone Adventure.
So
Ooh.
it's a Spanish
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaur, and they make it a jellyfish specialist. And like it has that cool thing that some animals do where they store toxins from their food, and they actually make it a really fun creature. I forget what mod it's in, but let me check. It's a really fun mod. It's an additional creatures, which aren't all the additional creatures dinos being added.
I think, like,
Okay, so
if not all of
maybe
them,
it'll
then
be in the
probably
game
most of them.
eventually. Okay, so maybe it'll be in the game eventually. Regardless, they do something with Cnidaria. Even if it is just making a creature to eat it, it gives something there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a cool level hazard. Like, it does kind of keep you on your toes in the caves.
Does it really? Like, it just floats slowly towards you, and if you don't avoid it, like, it'll
Does
stun
nothing.
lock you in a cave
And then you
with
die.
your probably one or two aquatic tames, and
Then
you
you
just die.
And
That's
then you
Well,
it.
then you better keep your eyes out.
keep your eyes out. The other issue with this
Keep
thing
your eyes peeled.
the other issue with this thing is it's invisible. When you move that fast under, usually it just usually what actually happens in Ark, you're on like let's say you're on an Ichthy or a Elasmo or Plaza, whatever it's called, and it's usually you're swimming under
Mm.
one, don't even see it, and then a group of them just appear above you and just go near them, and then you die.
Yeah, they just descend.
Yeah. Like if
Mm.
you can avoid them all you want, but the other issue is that for some reason, and I looked this up earlier and complained about this before the video started recording. They're everywhere. Like you'd assume these would be, I mean, I don't know, maybe like uncommon. No, 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 no. They are the most
They're
common creature that spawns in the ocean.
The most common.
easily.
Fish aren't as common as this thing.
Uh,
Yeah. You know,
and I'm
how
good with
about
that.
how about this? How about we end this segment appropriately and then we just go to the ranking because I
I'm
think
fine
we're
with
out of
that.
things to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
any other spec-evo we could talk about?
No, there's nothing
Nope.
speculative about it.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ark. Can I not eat while swimming?
I mean, it's like, I mean, the whole 20 minutes myth might apply to Ark.
It doesn't
No,
even
not
move
yet. You
like
can
a
have
real
me in a second.
jellyfish. It doesn't even move like a real jellyfish.
Okay. Yep, let's
Yes.
end this appropriately and then
Yeah.
then we
All
can
right.
go on to the ranking
Maybe
if it gets here before I drown.
No.
Nope.
Also, the
Got
other
it.
thing is
Resurface.
that
Resurface.
if you couldn't tell by it moving, it's pretty much invisible underwater. If you miss the green little bit, you can't see it. It moves like an
Yeah,
octopus. Why does it move like an octopus? I hate it so
because it
much.
sucks.
I hate it.
And
Also,
with
Like,
that,
I love it.
so we're gonna
who
rank
will
this.
rank
I'll
it
start. It's
first?
F minus. It's the
well,
worst creature in the game.
Oh no.
It's the worst creature in the game. It's F. It's the lowest
Uh,
F possible. I don't care what you say. The more I've talked about it, the more angry I've gotten. It's the worst creature in the game, or it's close. It's the bottom.
I'm not going to be much kinder. I'm I think I'll give it a D
Yeah.
cuz like they did nothing with it. It's just a level hazard that follows you around. That's all it is. Like they could have done something interesting, but they didn't. It's disappointing. D for disappointing.
Now Gojira.
yes. I do not care what you guys say, but I think this jellyfish looks cool. I think it's simple, but its simplicity is its strength. It keeps the environments varied. It helps it feel more alive. And I don't care what you guys say. I think the design looks cool. I
What
think
else?
the green looks
That
cool on the jellyfish.
all of sentient lava.
And
Continue.
I
Sorry.
don't even know what he said there.
what?
I,
I don't
said
even know what he said there.
I said a ball of sentient lava.
Lightning.
Yeah.
And I love the lightning. I think the lightning looks cool. Like, I grew up with SpongeBob, so I don't know. I just associate lightning with jellyfish because of it. And and given the fact that it gives Dom such a headache and, like, it gives him so much pain talking about this animal,
Worst thing to
bumps it up a letter grade for me.
I
So
hate you.
I'm gonna love you too. And I'm gonna give this an A. An A for
Oh, you are
antagonist
not.
Dom.
B initially? You were gonna give
Come
it
on, just
B?
not. Come on, not just to spite us. What would you rank this thing?
Yeah.
All
It
right,
is.
all right.
It
I'll
is
give
a
it.
heat-seeking trash bag.
I'll give it a B.
Mind you, that does round it to D. Thank God.
Yeah, I don't want to be too mean to you guys. I'll take it down to B and
Us?
I'll round it up. Well, mainly you, but
Hey. And with that, undeservedly, the worst creature in the game gets a D. Actually, can you see it?
yep.
Yeah, I can. See, yeah, we can
A
see it.
D.
Below gotcha.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh
gotcha.
dear.
Like at least the Cnidaria isn't gotcha. I will die on this hill.
None of these are any
Yeah.
like there
I
are
don't know.
like 2 in here that might be better. 2 that might be worse.
You mean worse?
Yeah. I don't even know about that actually. I'm kind of looking. Hey, you know what's a better creature? This.
Spoilers.
Well, wait. Is the Electrophorus better or worse?
I,
Because it's just jellyfish but faster.
yeah, but at least it's cool and could probably and like at least it doesn't spawn in actually it does spawn in packs. At least it looks pretty and you can tame it. So you can do it to your friends.
Uh,
Well, on that stellar note, on that damning with praise note, shall we move on to the wheel and hopefully climb our way out of this pit?
Yes.
yes, we shall.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll get our first A. Who knows?
No, we
Hmm?
never will. We'll never get out of this hole. Everything will be voted B.
Oh, I will. I am guarding the rim of the hole, and I am keeping Dom inside of it. Every time he tries to climb back up,
Uh,
I just long live the king. Just like
As I
Scar.
said in the ending of the Diplo video, or no, Kentra video. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We
Hope to see
definitely-
you next week, folks.
Yeah, we definitely didn't accidentally spin and got a really cool creature that we can't do.
So close.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we could have had 5 minutes of the jellyfish and then like 2 hours of the other thing.
Yeah, but no, we're not allowed. If we don't follow the rule, the wheel will punish us and just give us fish. We don't want that.
You're the one who advocated for fish.
I advocated. We got a cool fish, okay?
It's one thing
Okay,
for the
fine.
angler, like it's another for that plastic bag with electric tentacles.
Correct.
Okay,
We'll see if
Hello.
here we go.
After that, probably 5-minute episode of a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Wheel.
Right. Did you enjoy the jellyfish, folks? Did you like the spiky bag? We sure possibly did.
Yeah. I
Give yourself
will
to look at
not.
something a bit weirder next week.
Please
I swear to God, this is another fish. I am gonna.
give me.
Alrighty, here we go.
I actually want a mammal too.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
No way.
That's a mammal. That works. I get to rant about Australia. Hell yeah.
We get to rant about how
Oh yes.
the
Pro
Progodon
Coprodon,
would have been
everybody.
better than Phiomia.
God, if the Protodon was in this game. But yes, welcome to us next week where we get to talk about the giant short-faced kangaroo that walked like a man.
It is horrifying.
The cursed beast.
It doesn't hop like in game in real life. It walked.
Like literally,
It's,
like
it's awful.
yeah, you can put that in a
It's such
horror
fun
movie and you can
mountain
actually
game,
scare
too.
people.
Well, yeah, it's a great mountain game. I adore it. The pouch. Yeah, this a good creature. Thank.
It is gone.
We're
Like,
good.
Oh, I get
You're like-
to use the full bleep there.
Yeah, you do.
Well, hope you enjoyed this episode, folks. Hope you're excited for next week.
Yeah.
We definitely are.
Oh God,
this
yes.
horrific monstrosity.